Welcome once again guys in my YouTube channel. Today we're going to test BJT or Bipolar Junction Transistor, and I have two different types of BJT. This one guys is A733 and this one here is C945. Let's start guys with C945. Types of transistor. We have the BJT and FET. BJT, it has NPN and PNP, while here in FET we have here a junction FET and metal oxide semiconductor FET, or other known as MOSFET. Let's begin with BJT. Under the PNP, the construction of PNP is like this. Like this. This will be the N, and this will be the P, and this will be the N. And we have example here. I have two C945 transistor. If we draw this one guys, one, two, three. Here's the transistor guys. Now the symbol of this one guys is like this. This is our base, and this terminal here is the emitter, and this one is collector. Now since this is NPN, the base guys is 3, so this is our base, and the collector is number 2 collector, and this is our emitter. Now by analyzing guys the symbol, here's the diode. If you're going to test the diode using diode check and positive to negative, this one guys is the forward bias. Okay. This one is our base, and our base is positive, so I'm going to put my test probe to this, and the collector is a negative together with the emitter. Okay, we got a reading because the base is a positive. Okay, I'm putting the positive here, so there is a reading of 6 point something volt. And if I'm going to put this to the emitter, which is the negative, it has a reading also of 6 point something volt. But if I'm going to reverse this one guys, there must be no reading, because this is a positive. I'm going to put the negative of the test probe here. There must be no reading here and no reading here. So let's put that. Let's test that one. Okay, so base to emitter, no reading. Base to collector, no reading. So this transistor is good, and this is C945, and I have here with me, and I'm going to show you a bad transistor. Okay, once again, positive is the base and the base is here. Okay, base number 3, and number 2 is collector. So there must be a voltage here. Okay, we got 0.5, and base and emitter, it's a shorted, and I'm gonna prove to you that the base and the emitter is shorted. Okay, the reading is 0, 0, 0, and here, okay, it's a 0, 0 also. And if I'm going to reverse this, there must be no reading. Okay, good. This one is a shorted. So this transistor, guys, is a shorted. Now let's proceed to PNP, and I have with me two transistor. One is good and one is bad, and this one, guys, is A733. It's a PNP transistor. Okay, let's begin with the good transistor. And the construction of that one, guys, is like this. This is positive, negative, positive, and the image is like this. This is A733, and the terminal 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. And the symbol of this one, guys, looks like this. This is collector, and this is emitter. And as you can notice, guys, this diode is like this. Therefore, this is positive, and this is a negative and a positive. And the base here is 3, and the emitter is 1, and the collector is the middle collector. So if we're going to put a number here, the base is 3, and the number 1 is the emitter, number 1, and number 2 is the collector. Number 2 is the collector. Now we're going to test this one, guys, using this construction here. So the base is a negative, and the collector and the emitter is positive. Now if I'm going to test like this, there must be a reading, and we got 0.661 volts. If I'm going to put the positive to the emitter, there must be a reading too. And look, we got 0.666 volts. And if I'm going to reverse the test rod, there must be no reading, because this one here is a negative, and I'm using this test rod. This is the positive and this is the negative. There must be no reading, guys. Base to collector, no reading. Base to emitter, no reading. Therefore, this transistor for the PNP is good. And let's check this. It's a bad transistor. Once again, the terminal 3 is base, and the base is negative. So I'm going to put my test rod here. So there must be a reading, because base to collector is the forward bias. So we got a reading of 0.601 volts. And how about here? Base to emitter, we got it's a shorted. Now I'm going to prove that that is a shorted here. Okay, the reading is 0000. Now if I'm going to reverse this one, guys, so remember this is negative, positive, positive, so there must be no reading. Okay, for the base and collector, no reading, but for the base and emitter, it's a shorted. Therefore this transistor is shorted, and this one is good, and this one also, guys, is good for the NPN, and it's not good, it's a shorted. And this one is good, and this one here is shorted. This one also is good, and this one is shorted. So that's how you do it when you check NPN and PN transistor. Now I'm going to give you a hint, guys. A PNP transistor always begin with A and B, and for the NPN it begins with C, D, and so on. So you can distinguish this one. Okay, remember this is A733 and it's a PNP, and look, C947 and it's NPN. So you can distinguish that one, but in order for you to get the pin orientation, you can Google the transistor number and the pin out reveal, and it's very easy for you to check. And for the next video, guys, we proceed to FET. Okay, so we're done with the bipolar junction transistor, and next video is the FET, or the field effect transistor. If my video helps you guys, please support me by clicking subscribe button and notification bell, so you'll be updated just in case I have a new upload video. If you have a question, please comment it down. Thanks for watching and subscribing.